Hello and welcome back to Buckmore Park for the first round of their Pro Series Karting Championship. Every single one of the drivers on this grid has been evaluated and deemed worthy of pro status, so there should be no free lunches in this race. Let's see what we can do from towards the back of the grid as the lights go green in this very, very soggy race. Great start. We're going to jump the guy directly in front, and I think we're going to get alongside driver number 9 as well, covering off the inside as we go into the first corner. This is not really where you want to be in the rain because there's not so much grip on the traditional racing line. We've managed to hold it together though, and I think I'm going to have a look down the inside of this driver. Yes, can we sneak through? Yes, but again, being on the inside there is not great in the rain. You can see I've lost some traction relative to the driver on the left. So we're going to go deep here, try and find some grip and power out of this corner. Doesn't look like we've got particularly good traction there, but we're staying with driver number 15 up ahead. You can see the back end slipping away from me there, and that's going to be a common theme through this section of the track. Actually, throughout the race I've always struggled through this part of the track in the wet, but yeah, see a little bit of a gap opening up to the drivers ahead, going deep through here to get some good traction out of the corner, and the guys up ahead are scrapping, so I think we're going to be able to close back in on them now. A couple of different lines being taken through that corner as drivers are just looking for the grip wherever they can find it. 15 has not found particularly good grip out up towards Cafe Corner, I believe, and you can see that we are gaining as we're approaching turn 1. I'm going to go deep, he's going to go towards the inside. I think I'm going to get better traction here, gain some ground up on him, and think about having a look down the inside. He's covered that off, so we're going to go deep again, try and get some more traction on the way out. You can see the drivers on the left of me have not got particularly good speed coming out of that corner, and now they're making more contact with each other, costing each other more time, and that allows me to sneak past one of them. Again, I've got to be careful through here. I know I've been carrying too much speed. A few laps later, driver number 15 just loses it going into the second hairpin, gives me a position. I'll take that all day long. But then further on, we do get passed by driver number 9, and we managed to do the switch back on him there, carrying a bit more speed. He's going to sneak back through and switch back on us, and this is the beginning of quite a lengthy battle actually between me and driver number 9. I believe it's Tom Searles. We swapped positions quite a few times through this race, so you're going to see plenty more of him, I can guarantee you that. For the time being though, I've not got good traction through here again, and number 18 has snuck past me as well. I think I'm going to go wide through here. No, I've held it together, and it's actually the 2 drivers up ahead who are getting all out of shape. So it looks like there might be an opportunity here. I've got to take avoiding action so I don't drive into number 18. That sent me wide, and unfortunately it's allowed another driver up down the inside as well. 15 is back, he's recovered from the spin. He's obviously got good pace if he's managed to come back from that. He hasn't got particularly good pace going up the hill though, so I'm going to think about maybe attacking him again. Not really sure why I went so wide through that corner. Definitely cost myself some traction, and you can see a little bit of a gap opening up to 15 now. He's also taking the tighter line through that first corner, which is going to give me more traction. I can come back at him here. Is there space to have a go down the inside? No, he's covered it at the last moment. Bit of a panic moment for me there. Got to take some avoiding action to avoid a collision, and I'm going to try and sneak down the inside here. I believe there's a little bit of contact. Yep, that's going to sort of destroy my momentum going through that corner, and 15 has retained the position for now. I don't think that there's any malicious intent there. It's just a racing incident. In the way you are going to have those contact incidents because the grip is simply not there. He's not particularly quick through this corner though. Does he go deep? No, I'm going deep, so I think hopefully I will get some more traction coming out of this corner. No, not particularly. No, he's managed to keep that gap for the time being. Let's see if we can eke out any kind of advantage coming up the hill back towards Cafe Corner. Yeah, you can see he's gone very wide there, nearly lost the rear end again, and we are gaining quite a bit on him this time around. I think he's going to go a bit sideways here as well. No, he's held that together quite well. Again though, he's gone very tight through that first corner, lost all of his momentum, and now I think it is time to have a look down the inside. He hasn't covered it off. Yes, we've managed to sneak through, and now we can get back down the road in pursuit of driver number 9. Let's see if we can get that position back as well. So a few laps later, driver number 1 has obviously had some sort of incident. I think it also involved the driver ahead, number 9, yeah. So they've obviously compromised each other. That's allowed us to close back up on the pair of them. Unfortunately though, someone snuck down our inside, number 8, as well. So we actually managed to drive around the outside of number 9 there. And we're carrying good speed down the main straight towards the first corner. So is there an opportunity to take the pair of these guys as well? Let's have a look. You can see the spray from the car, so it's very wet out there. I've got good traction coming out this corner. 1 has not covered the inside, so I'm going to have a look. So can we sneak it down there? Yep. And I think we've got that move done. Is he going to come back at me? No, he hasn't gone for the lunge down the inside. Probably a wise move. There is no grip in there in the wet. But I've got some pretty poor traction coming out of that corner, and once again through this section of the track I've ceded position to another driver. I think someone else is going to send it down the inside as well. Yeah, not going well. What a nightmare series of corners. There's another one. There's number 9 coming back at us once again, so we're going to have to pass him all over again. He's got poor traction coming out of here though, so can I sneak it down the inside? No, there's another car dropping down there as well and sort of blocking my way through. So I think he's going to retain that position for now, number 9. I think about having a sneak down the inside here, but that's not a wise decision. Even in the dry, that's a risky move. With that gap, it's always going to close. In the wet, it's borderline suicidal, so I'm just going to leave that one alone. I'm pretty sure I can stay with number 9 and have another go at him later on. A few laps later, and we're sort of entering the same corner, you're going to see a recurring theme. He doesn't have great traction coming through there, and he does tend to leave the inside open, doesn't defend it, so I can sneak through there, and for the time being I've got that move done. A few laps later, we've caught up with driver number 10, who's slightly compromised our exit, and that's allowed a train of karts through once again, including kart number 9. So here we are again, probably my weakest section of the track. Managed to carry a little bit more speed through here though, and we're just edging closer. This is where I usually get him. Can I get the drive out from this corner once again? It looks like it. Yeah, he hasn't covered the inside, so I'm going to send it. Can we get it done? He's carried good speed through there. Has he retained the inside? Yes, he has. So on this occasion it hasn't worked. Let's see if we can catch up on the main straight once again. You can see he goes very, very wide, and that does shave off a lot of speed. Has he covered the inside? No, so we're going to dive for it. We're alongside in this corner. It's a dangerous move in the wet, but we get the job done on this occasion. Fortunately though, a few laps later, he comes back once again, and we just can't get rid of this guy. We seem to be very close on track at all times. So familiar hunting grounds for me here. I'm going to send it down the inside. This time, I think I'm going to get it done. He's not there, is he? So I'm going to close that gap, and we've retained the position. And a few laps later, driver number 2 brakes shockingly early for me here, and sends me into a bit of a panic there. Had to take avoiding action to avoid punting him. There is more action up ahead. Number 2 again slow through this section. I think by this point I might have been coming up to lap him. I'm not entirely sure. But you can see he's kind of losing the rear end through this corner and the subsequent corner, and I'm sizing him up because I think this is going to be the opportunity. 13 sends one down the inside, completely unsighted there, gets it well done. Nice move. And number 2, it looks like, has lost control, so managed to get past him there. So final result, 13th overall and 6th in class. Not too bad for the first round. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you'll join me on the next one.